It's the high note you gotta get. It's the high note, it's the hard one. Perfect, nailed it. Nailed it. Hey you beautiful buccaneers, Falcore here. So I think I've given you all a good amount of time to run through the new Tall Tale. I think it's safe to say that talking about it won't create too many spoilers for all who play. But then again, if you're going to come here screaming spoilers, why the hell did you even click on this video, you penis? So, since the Tall Tale was released, I've had a lot of confused little souls sliding into my DMs, my Twitter feed and anywhere else they can get their hands on me, asking me to explain the storyline. Although this storyline has the big reveal of Flameheart himself at the end, it's not the most significant reveal in this tale, because the Tall Tale itself finally gives us clarity as to where we fit into the timeline of Sea of Thieves. This tale revolves around Mr. Pendragon himself, who was made a kind of hero of the Order of Souls and was given a mystical sword by the name of the Sword of Souls, which had the ability to free the souls of those who passed away in the Sea of Thieves. His soul was trapped within the portrait of his ship, the Black Witch, by Captain Greymarrow. Captain Greymarrow possesses the power to imbue a soul into an object, and bound Pendragon's soul for all eternity to this picture. But someone freed Pendragon from his curse. Someone who also set up this ritual table near his portrait. But more on that soon. Now, a few people have got muddled up with this storyline and got confused about who is who and what is what, so let's try to break this down for you as simply as possible. The Ashen Dragon, which we pursue in this tale, was not captained by Flameheart, nor was it controlled by Flameheart. As Flameheart says during his speech at the end of the Tall Tale, this vessel was his funeral pyre. Flameheart was in fact dead when this ship was sailing. Well, not dead, but trapped in his own remains. The captain of this vessel explains his adventures in the journals dotted around the lands about his adventures hauling his cargo to its final resting place. But he was never in command of his own ship. His ship was under the command from a skeleton lord by the name of the Commander. When nearing the end of this Tall Tale, the Commander can be seen leading this funeral procession with his Ashen crew. This is one of the many Ashen Lords under the command of Flameheart. Nothing is known about this lord yet, but we do know he has great powers. Reading through the journals, you find out that after he lay Flameheart's body to rest, with a single look he was able to part the shroud and escape into the fog in wait for the day of his master's return. Now, this is where people get a little muddled up. You see, there is two Flamehearts. If you don't know much about the history of the Flameheart family line, then might I suggest looking at this video appearing in your top right, which explains a little more backstory before you proceed any further. But to summarize, there is two Flamehearts. Flameheart Senior, a badass pirate who looted and pillaged his way across the Sea of Thieves and the lands outside in a ship that he probably commandeered, the Burning Blade. And Flameheart Jr., a middle-class try-hard with daddy issues who sank his ship, the Silver Blade, in the Shroud and then was fooled into becoming a skeleton lord by the Burning Blade's former captain, only known as the Captain. You still with me? Flameheart Jr. had no epic origin storyline. He wasn't really renowned for his activities, nor was he feared in the Sea of Thieves. He came, he tried to loot, and then he sank. The Flameheart that all the NPCs talk of is Flameheart Senior, the most feared pirate in all of the Sea of Thieves. I think this is the Flameheart that we are dealing with in this Tall Tale. Flameheart Jr. simply was not notorious enough to burn his way through the Sea of Thieves. He was a near noob, trying to be like his daddy, and failed miserably. But this is where we start to understand where our pirates lie within the timeline. During the Shroudbreaker Tall Tale, we learned that when the Pirate Lord was flesh and blood, he was pursued by the Burning Blade. Flameheart Sr. was certainly aboard the Burning Blade, but we're unsure whether he was the captain at this point. But we do know that its captain was betrayed by Flameheart Sr. So at one point, Flameheart took control of the Burning Blade. But we also know that the Burning Blade sunk, and its remains are scattered and are a lovely centerpiece in this cave at Wanderer's Refuge, where this lady is hiding. Hint hint. The Flameheart in the Tall Tale talks of betrayal from his own kind. Once defeated, his soul was trapped within his remains, and the only person we know with such a power is Grey Marrow. So it's very possible that Grey Marrow was the one who put an end to Flameheart's tyranny, but it is also very possible that Flameheart was flesh and bone when he died, and was brought to the Sea of Thieves in order to resurrect him. Either way, Flameheart is on his way back, and it is only a matter of time before his astral self will find its way to his body, or a body, and he can burn his way across the seas once again. But what of Flameheart Jr.? Where is he in all of this? Well, even though his adventures were written about in the book of Tales of the Sea of Thieves, we can only surmise that Flameheart Jr. is still outside of the Sea of Thieves, and has not yet learnt of his father's death. And only when that occurs, he shall make his maiden voyage to the Sea of Thieves. That's right, we are slap bang in the middle of the storyline. I think future Tall Tales will have us play out events that we have already read about in the Tales of the Sea of Thieves. Maybe it will be us who chase Flameheart Jr.'s ship into the Shroud. That's it for today, folks. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, then please hit that like button. And if you really like the video, please hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell so you're always notified when I upload. And if you're looking for ways to support me, please head over to my Patreon page where I offer tiers that give you perks for your support. Link is in the pinned comments below. Until next time, take care of yourself and happy sailing. Bye bye.